Okay, one last question, and I'll let you go. Inside versus outside. You are sort of, in some way, both an inside player and an outside player. I am certainly an outside player. I mean, I used to be on the inside, but I've been really on the outside.
He was a great Secretary of Labor.
But the question is, what is the best strategy for people like you on the inside who are working to fundamentally change the system? What's the best strategy for people like me on the outside who are also working for a democratic, small d, progressive agenda that has got to be the uniform agenda? It's the only way this country can move. It's not as if, oh yes, well, the Republicans over here, Democrats over here. No, we have got to move inevitably toward single payer. We've got to move inevitably toward a smaller military budget. We've got to move inevitably toward sane environmental, controlling climate change. We've got to move inevitably toward racial justice. And I mean, you and I both know these things. A lot of the people who are watching right now, we're preaching to the converted. How do we reach out beyond the converted? How can you on the inside, how can I on the outside get to people who are not there yet?
Well, the answer, first of all, I think, is to not only worry about national politics, but worry about local politics in your community and in your state. One of the results of my campaign, and it's a beautiful thing to see, we've got a lot of people, often young people. You know what they're doing? They're running for school board. They're running for city council. So you're seeing that all over the country. You know what? It makes a difference to have a good school board. It makes a hell of a lot of difference. Number two, I would speak now to the folks, not in California or Vermont or New York State, but to the people in Oklahoma and in Missouri and in traditionally or more recently conservative states. And that is stand up, fight back. My job is to get the Democratic Party to give you the resources that you need in Nebraska and elsewhere. There are a lot of very good people in those states, Bob, and they feel, literally, I remember I went to Utah to speak a few months ago, and people were crying. I said, why are you crying? And they said, nobody from Washington ever comes to Utah. They've given up on Utah. Well, I don't give up on Utah. I don't give up. I think the message that we have can and should resonate in every state in this country. Every state in this country is a working class state. I mean, here we're in, Northern California, and people can't afford housing, right? I mean, there are issues out there that will resonate all over this country if we have the guts to stand with working people, understand their needs, and then take on big money interests. So it is get involved locally. It is to those people in the 25 states where the Democratic Party has disappeared, reactivate, stand up, fight back.